Paul is back in Jerusalem. He was warned by James and the elders there are false rumors spreading that Paul had been teaching Jews who live among the Gentiles to turn their backs on the laws of Moses and ignore other Jewish customs. To disprove these rumors, Paul had gone to the temple with 4 men who are following the Jewish custom of purification. 7 days later, Jews from Asia see Paul in the temple. They have seen Paul walking through Jerusalem with Trophimus, a Gentile from Ephesus. Now when they see Paul in the temple, they assume he has taken Trophimus to the temple as well, into a part Gentiles are forbidden to enter. They stir up the whole crowd. Then they grab Paul, yelling, "Fellow Israelites, help us! This is the man who teaches against our people and tells everybody to disobey the Jewish laws. He speaks against the temple and even defiles this holy place by bringing in Gentiles." The whole city is aroused. People come running from all directions. Seizing Paul, they drag him out of the temple. Immediately the gates are shut behind him. The people try to kill Paul. Then the commander of the Roman troops hears the news that the whole city of Jerusalem is in an uproar. He at once takes some officers and soldiers and they run down to the crowd. When the people see the commander and his soldiers coming, they stop beating Paul. The commander arrests Paul and orders him to be bound with 2 chains. Then he asks, "Who is this one? What has he done?" Some in the crowd shout one thing and some another. The commander doesn't know what is the truth, so he orders that Paul has to be taken into the barracks. Many people follow. They keep on shouting, "Get rid of him! Get rid of him!" When Paul reaches the steps of the barracks, the violence of the mob is so great he has to be carried by the soldiers. As the soldiers are about to take Paul into the barracks, he asks the commander, "May I say something to you?" "Do you speak Greek?" he replies. "Aren't you the Egyptian who started a rebellion and led 4,000 terrorists out into the desert some time ago?" Paul answers, "No, I'm a Jew, citizen of Tarsus in Cilicia. Please let me speak to the people." After receiving the commander's permission, Paul stands on the steps and motions to the crowd. When they are all silent, he speaks to them in their local language. Paul explains how he has been brought up and educated in Jerusalem under Gamaliel and has persecuted those who were Christians. He tells them how Jesus has appeared to him on the way to Damascus and how he has called on the name of the Lord to forgive his sins and has been baptized. But when Paul goes on to say that God has sent him to bring the good news of Jesus to the Gentiles, the crowd yells, "Rid the earth of him! He is not fit to live!" They throw off their coats and fling dust into the air. The commander orders to bring Paul into the barracks. He directs that he be flogged and interrogated in order to find out why the people are shouting at him like this. He thinks then Paul will confess his crime. But Paul hasn't done any crime. He is persecuted because he obeys God's will for his life and loves Jesus. Do you know this also happens today in certain countries with Christians? Jesus told this already to his disciples, that such things would happen. But he also promised to be with us when we trust him. Paul knows that as well. But he also knows Roman citizens cannot be punished without a trial. Therefore he says to the officer nearby, "Is it legal for you to flog a Roman citizen who hasn't even been found guilty?" When the officer hears this, he goes to the commander and reports, "Be careful what you do. This man is a Roman citizen." The commander goes to Paul and asks, "Are you a Roman citizen?" "Yes, I am," Paul replies. The commander says, "I had to pay a lot of money to get citizenship." Paul answers, "But I am a citizen by birth." The men who were about to interrogate Paul stop immediately. The commander himself fears as well when he realizes that he had put Paul, a Roman citizen, in chains. Do they now release him? No. The commander wants to find out exactly why Paul is being accused by the Jews. He makes a plan for the next day.